Our word for today is requires, taken from the book of the prophet Micah, chapter 6. This is almost a court setting, right, between the Lord and his people. And that's how it's presented in this chapter. And the Lord says, "Oh, my people, what have I done to you? Or have I wearied you? Answer me. For I brought you up from the land of Egypt, from the place of slavery, I released you. And I sent before you Moses, Aaron, and Miriam. With what shall I come before the Lord?" Now, this is the people of God answering, right, through the prophet Micah. "With what shall I come before the Lord and bow before God Most High? Shall I come before him with burnt offerings, with calves a year old? Will the Lord be pleased with thousands of rams, with myriad streams of oil? Shall I give my firstborn for my crime, the fruit of my body for the sin of my soul?" In other words, the Lord, through his prophet Micah, is pointing out what's the theological term for? Oh yeah, the stupidity of the people. That's who we are. Come on, brothers and sisters. Everything that goes wrong is God's fault. If we don't get our way, we're angry with him. We're dismissive of him. I've heard people saying, if God is this, that, or the other, I don't want anything to do with him. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The creator of everything, the one who sent his son to die in your place that you might be reconciled to him. You want nothing to do with him because we invited sin into the world, because the evil one hates us, because the evil one is battling against God and wants all of us in hell with him, not because he wants our company, only to mock God. That's all. And yet we take all of that anger and frustration, not we collectively, I know some of you don't, but we have a tendency because of our fallen nature to put all of that on God. How could God allow evil to exist in the world? Well, guess what? We invited it in. He could have just left it. But no, he wanted to reconcile that. He gave us a way through it, even though we chose it over him. And somehow, even though we chose evil over him, he's the one that's at fault in it. It is so ridiculous. And yet, this is how we approach these things. And the Lord has pointed it out. And then through the prophet Micah, he makes it simple. And this is where we get our word for today requires. You have been told, O man, what is good, what the Lord requires of you. Boy, ears should be perked up now. What does the Lord require of us? Only to do the right, to love goodness, and to walk humbly with your God. Brothers and sisters, humility in all things, understanding we are not the possessors of all knowledge. We did not create the land and the seas. We did not create life, though we try to give ourselves some credit for it and now try to take over the creation of it, the determining of when it begins and when it ends. Again, we go back to that word. Our word for today could be stupidity, but no, we're taking requires. But it's not surprising that we can be a stupid people, right? Because we chose a thing that leads to our own destruction. By God's great gift of generosity through giving us his son, we have a way forward. Not because we chose it originally, we went in the other direction. But God honored us anyway. Out of love for us, he made a way through that we might be with him. And then he sets down the requirements, probably the most important of which is walking humbly with our God that we might have ears to hear. Requires our word for today.